I know you do too. Thanks for that report. A lot of speed out there, Chris. Should be a track meet tonight. You played in a number of systems. Did you prefer a faster game or a slower pace?
Oh, I preferred the fastest game. That's why I love the West Coast play. Now, you got some teams changing that, especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto. They play like West Coast teams, but, I love the West Coast style of play, and I love playing fast. It's a lot more fun for everyone.
It is. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Tatum, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. Poked away. Shot clock at 5, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. Here's Morant. Softly drops in the floater.
Just to make him a little more unstoppable, Morant's developed a deadly teardrop.
Walker the pass to Tice. Back to Walker. Takes the 13-footer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Morant. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Fades. Brooks grabs the board.
Come on. You got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Outside Jackson, 6 to shoot. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Jackson.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's Tice. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Morant with the steal. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Boston off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Yeah, if you can be that much better on the glass, you're going to win the game.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Now here's Brooks. He's coming off a 31-point game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Memphis. Right now, they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And I think for Memphis, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump. Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
And no good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. Right side to Walker. Brown the pass to Tice. Brooks against Brown. There's Walker with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Oh, such a skilled sniper from deep. I love seeing Walker pull the trigger with confidence.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Ja Morant, number 1.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. The big dunk at the end of the break.
With agile hands and precise timing, Brooks gets the fast break started with a quality defensive effort.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Brown kicks to Hayward. Tipped away. Crowder with the steal. The finish. And Crowder slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now, here's Brown. Talking about that win against the Lakers, he was a big factor in that game as well. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Boston with it. 6-point game.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's a high-level finish from Morant, showing more strength than he's really giving credit for.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Good from Morant. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Look, with good size and underrated athleticism, Hayward's able to muscle through the contact.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Walker, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Crowder. 5 on the clock. From deep.
Well, what you get with Brown defensively is strength, explosiveness, and now awareness.
And a wide open look for Walker. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. Over Tatum. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And Walker kicks to Hayward. There's Brown with the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant with it, working on Walker. Lets it go with the three. A rebound by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Hayward. Here's the floater. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. It's Crowder on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Jackson against Hayward. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out to Brooks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaylen Brown. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, ranked a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
First one falls for him. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV. Well, and Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Hill's checked in. Brown outside. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Jones looking for an opening. The pass to Anderson. He dishes it to Clark. Over Williams. That shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Here's Wanamaker. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Canner. Trying to end the drought. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And so it's Memphis with it. They lead by 7. Outside Hill. Anderson up top. He's guarded by Williams. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Inside. Here's Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
First free throw is good.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And so Smart nails both of them. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a three-point game. Ripped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And before you now are the rookies on a roll. The hottest shooters in the last 10 games. Take a look at Clark. So solid around the basket. Currently third in the league. And, of course, John Morant. He shows up in that same conversation. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside Hill. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clark, the pass to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
The first one falls. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Brown, good. Brown's got 5.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Anderson outside, passes it to Jones. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Jones. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Anderson kicks to Clark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
And Memphis making a change here. Melton's checked in. He hits the second from the line. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Wanamaker. Brown feeling it out a bit. That's tipped. High arcing shot. It's Clark with the rebound. Hill dishes to Clark. Goes back up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Here's Melton. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. It's hauled in by Brown. Top of the key, Wanamaker. Cantor with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Lakers. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Hill has the open look, sinks the three-pointer. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
On the wing, Brown. Jacks up a three, hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got his third basket of the night.
Now, this is the fire you love seeing. Now, Brown doesn't back down from anyone. He relishes getting his revenge.
Here's Clark. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the three in transition.
Outside Hill. Memphis moving it around. Anderson outside. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Here's Brown. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Melton. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Here's Clark. He sinks the 11-footer. Clark's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Yeah, we see it here. When he does get aggressive, the result can be powerful.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Well, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brown. And Walker's subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Jackson passes to Crowder. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Hayward leading the charge.
Love how smart Hayward is on that drive right there. Terrific at staying in attack mode and getting the call.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
The first free throw is good. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Hayward hits them both.
There's been a lot of evolution to Hayward's game, during his career. I'm not sure too many people saw him becoming the terrific player he is today.
Here's Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Boston leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Crowder against Hayward. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. Tice with the ball. Valanciunas is there. Good work defensively by Crowder. Melton passes to Morant. He kicks to Crowder. Pass to Morant from downtown. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
There's Walker with the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morant with it, working on Walker. Jackson has the open look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, the footwork, the positioning. Tatum's a difficult cover inside.
Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
No good on that one. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Dylan Brooks. He's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Good on the second free throw. Hey, Chris, what do you think is the best way for a coach who has lost a locker room to get it back?
You just got to be honest and open, Kevin. Everyone's adults, and if you can't handle the information, then the onus is on that player. But just look at what happened in Minnesota last year. Just terrible in the locker room. It's not good for the fans, especially the hometown fans that believe in this young team. And so a lot of times it just comes down to clear, open communication. He was hoping to avoid a third foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that one falls for Tatum.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
And so Tatum nails them both. And many fans in Memphis had hoped for a change. But, Chris, they still had some question marks with this new leadership.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because they're relatively young and unproven. Former lawyers rather than basketball minds. But we're seeing that league-wide, teams are going with former agents and lawyers in their front office.
Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Bangs home the trifecta. Hayward's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And here's Morant. He's got 14. Here's Valanciunas. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the night.
You know Valanciunas can hit a three, but that 15 to 18 feet range, oh man, that's his sweet spot when shooting.
Now here's Tatum. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Oh, good on the triple.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
Here is Brooks. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for Dillon Brooks. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Outside Crowder. Shot clock at 6. And Boston with the rebound. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And here's Walker outside. And Jones pulls it down.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. And hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Here's Crowder. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That foul's got to be a lot harder than that if you're going to try to prevent Crowder from scoring there.
For Memphis, they have not shot all that well from the free throw line, 6 of 11.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
On the free throw, no good.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Now here's Smart. 9 points last game out. Out to Hayward. Takes a 3. No good. Shot missing. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now Morant. 14 points for him. Comes up empty down low. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Smart. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, like a freight train running downhill, Smart, unstoppable in the open court.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Morant kicks to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Here's Jackson.
I tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter.
Down low, Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And now a 5-point Celtic lead.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
And there's the pass to Morant. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Jackson. Tice, no good.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Outside Crowder. The 3-ball. Drills the three-pointer. Crowder's got 8.
He's worked a lot on his three-point shot. Crowder makes enough where it has to be on.
Walker against Jones. Lays it up off the glass. And it's 8 points for Walker.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Walker finds Tatum. Outside, Smart. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Tatum has a good feel for catching defenders off balance. I mean, we'll see what he can do at the line.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
And he makes the first. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Jaylen Brown comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Smart.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
The Grizzlies have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. That's good from Morant.
And what really separates Morant, the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
1:22 left to play in the first half. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Hill, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And that one falls for Clark. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Kanter. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Outside Hill. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Celtics leading by 3. Knocked away. Wanamaker the pass to Brown. Here's Wanamaker. He's got 7. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum kicks to Williams. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside, Jones. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Kanter. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Did you see the intelligence of Anderson on that play? He just knows how to use his body and how to defend without fouling.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They look like a more focused team in the second quarter, and what was an early deficit for them has turned into a 3-point lead at the break. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, I thought their turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
There's no excuse for letting a team drain that many threes on you. Come on, especially at such a high percentage. That means your perimeter defense is weak. They got to close out on the shooters with conviction, even if it creates some weakness inside.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Brooks the 2 with Crowder the 3. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Jackson misses. Boston leading by 3. Hayward goes in, and here's Walker outside. And no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Crowder against Walker. Shoots, and the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Grizzlies.
And you know what? The one thing for Crowder, great shot selection overall. You rarely see him force up a bad look.
And it's Brown missing. The Grizzlies on offense. Brooks kicks to Morant. To the inside. Here's Jackson. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, his father played in the NBA. He grew up in Indiana. His father was a teammate of mine, Jaren Jackson, over at the Wizards. He took on Jordan and those guys didn't do too well. Oh, and let me get back to it anyway. But for Jaren Jackson Jr., you could say the game was in his blood and in the water.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Chris and Jaren Sr., a 3-point marksman, made sure his son worked on his perimeter shooting from a young age.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Jaren Sr. And even as some of Junior's coaches wanted him to focus on his inside game, Dad knew better. He said sooner or later, son, you're going to need that outside shot. And boy, was he right. You know what? I talked to Jaren Jackson this summer, and he told me he grew another 2 inches. So let's just call him around 7 foot right now with the 7'5" wingspan. Jaren Jackson, the perfect physique for today's defensive big. He can protect the paint and maneuver outside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Here's Morant following the bucket by the Celtics, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. He did play power forward at Michigan State and the NBA, but what's Jaren Jackson's long-term position, you think, in this league, Chris?
Well, you know what? I think he can play the 3, the 4, and the 5 with his shooting. Now, he's still experiencing guarding shorter players, and he's getting used to it, but moving his feet serves him well.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Walker the pass to Tatum. Now, here's Tice. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Walker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Morant. Round against Brooks. Out left to the wing. Here's Morant. Off target with his 3. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. The lead is 2.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. On the wing, Jackson. Shoots over Walker. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Tatum finds Tice. And the pass to Walker. Drills it from outside. Walker's got 11.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, I mean, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
Round against Brooks. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. And out of bounds as the Celtics game.
The Heat. There aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Brooks outside. Poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Tatum.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now here's Valanciunas, stolen by Walker. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Jackson from long range. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jackson's got 9.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Memphis also making a switch. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Brooks. Here's Tice. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Smart with the ball. And here's Tice. Clock at 4. Drains the three-pointer.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
So it's the Grizzlies now. They trail by 6. They get a hand on it. Now here's Morant, guarded by Walker. Now Morant. He's got 16. Jackson. A rebound by the Celtics. Tice has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Though he may not explode off the floor, Tatum's length makes plays like this look easy.
Now here's Morant. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Cantor, he's checked in for Boston. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Now here's Morant, guarded by Walker. Pass to Melton. Launches it. And another miss by Memphis. Celtics leading by 8. Left side, Brown. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Some changes for Boston. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant. Brown kicks to Smart. 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Just 2 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
Outside, Jones. And the call will be against Brad Wanamaker. That's foul number 2 for him. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Clark. He's got 6. Buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got 8 points.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Wanamaker. It's a 5-point game. Passes it to Cantor. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 8 points for him.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Anderson against Brown. Here's Clark. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Anderson. He's been putting up about 4 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or 2 every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Clark nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Wanamaker. He has 7. Williams inside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cantor. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And the first one drops. And so Jones nails both of them. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Williams kicks to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. It's Clark with the rebound.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Jones the pass to Melton. Jones dishes to Anderson. Jones with the bounce pass. Memphis moving it around. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Anderson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And Chris, in his 6th season out of UCLA, small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance, shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
And that one misses.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
And he sinks the second. And here are the Grizzlies now. Clark the pass to Anderson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Free throw, no good.
A multi-talented Anderson. I mean, he's awesome, man. He's an awesome glue guy, if you ask me. Someone who scores, rebounds, passes, defends. I mean, name it. He does it.
And Memphis making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. And he's good on the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Wanamaker. He's got 7. Here's Cancer. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. No good on the free throw. No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 3, and Jones has it in the corner. A putback, and staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Memphis. He's guarded by Williams. Anderson outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Smart. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Anderson. 8 points for Valanciunas.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Cantor finds Williams. 1:29 left in the third quarter. And yes, it's good. 10 points for him. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Cantor. Now the pass to Jones. Here's Clark. Lock at 6. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas. Good work defensively by Smart. Here's Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's 18 points for Jaylen Brown.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
41 seconds left in the third. Back to Jones. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brown wide open. He fires. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Outside, Jones. Up top, Valanciunas. And he hits the jump shot. Valanciunas has got 6 here in this quarter. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
We're playing play to play, okay? Great job scoring, coming down, directing the ball, being up the touch, making everything difficult, rebounding every time. Every time the right way. Be us, no shortcuts.
Well, got to respect what he just said during that break, encouraging his guys to rebound and defend.
And Kevin, highlighting how important fundamental basketball is. Solid defense and aggressive rebounding gets you wins in this league.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. And Kanter over to help. Valanciunas passes to Clark. Over Brown. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Kanter. Now here's Brown, guarded closer, and Kanter throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Here's Valanciunas. Can't hit from in close.
He lets the D off the hook right there. I mean, if they let him get that open again in that spot, he'll get burned.
And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Now here's Jones. To the middle, stolen by Kanter. pushing it up. Here's Boston. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Buries the jumper to finish the break. And the Celtics lead by 7. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Out to the right wing. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Walker comes in for Smart. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who is all.
Tice is checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
For a player who won a national championship in college and has been outstanding since coming into the NBA, Walker may still rate as one of the game's more underappreciated players.
Now here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Walker the pass to Wanamaker. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals, even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Brooks. And the layup's good off the glass. Brooks has got it back down to single digits for Memphis.
What an active player Brooks is. I mean, he does an awesome job there fighting to keep this possession alive.
Pass to Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 10 points for Jason Tatum.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Walker in the post. Here's Tice. No good from outside.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Morant kicks to Crowder. And Valanciunas now atop the key. And it's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. Now, Morant, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. And it's blocked. It's Brown on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one.
He can go inside, he can shoot it, he can dominate on the fast break. And tonight, Brown is doing it all.
Now, here's Morant. Dishes it to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Here's Morant. Good. He hits the jump shot. Morant's got 20 points.
That's just good offense beating good defense, something Morant's grown accustomed to.
Brown kicks to Tatum. There's the pass to Tice. Crowder with the steal. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
It's a great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Walker the pass to Hayward, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That will be foul number 5 on him. On defense, the Grizzlies. Tatum kicks to Tice. They double-team Walker. Lets it go from 14. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Walker. And the Celtics lead by 10. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th, and even 50%. Tatum against Crowder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good from Crowder. Celtics leading by 8. Now here's Walker. Throws it up high.
Oh, and Walker excellent in the pick and roll, reading the defense and setting up his team.
The Grizzlies shooting it well here in the 4th quarter, 50%. Now here's Morant, guarded by Walker. Offensive rebound, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics on D. 10-point lead.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Tipped away. Morant with the steal. By himself. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe
force.
it. I cannot believe that. Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Tice. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and it's Boston with another.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morant with it. Here's Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
And he makes the first.
In his native Lithuania, Jonas Valanciunas is the star for his national team, making his debut at age 19, becoming the leader for his country.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hayward outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jackson.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
No good from Valanciunas.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Back to Tice. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 8 rebounds in this game. From deep, Walker. That one's not going to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. It's stolen by Brown. .151 left here in the fourth quarter. Tatum against Jackson. They get a hand on it. Brooks outside to the paint. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Jackson.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're up by 9. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Morant, takes the three, and the three ball is good. Morant's got 11 in the second half.
I tell you what, when Morant hits this shot with consistency, it sets up everything else you want to run.
Brown against Brooks. Now here's Brown, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Now here's Morant, guarded by Walker. Morant passes to Valanciunas. The rebound by the Celtics.
Teams can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropped.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 5. Out of hand on it.
I love Morant's approach to the game. I mean, flying to the ball, challenging everything.
Crowder from outside. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
The crunch time bucket by Crowder. You love that confidence.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Here's Valanciunas. No good on the 3.
And he needs to find other ways to contribute besides shooting. Sometimes you have to learn how to play well when you're not playing well.
And here's Walker. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.